We're going to stay with Arsenal as we wrap up Friday's ESPN FC Live. And we're going to talk transfers. And I'm going to speak about one that's been linked with Manchester United shortly. But Gabriel Jesus has been linked with a move away from Arsenal. However, Mikel Arteta in his press conference saying, no, he is going nowhere. Janusz, is Gabriel Jesus enough as far as the striking department is concerned for Arsenal now that they've got an informed Kai Havertz scoring and providing assists?
Well, I mean, I agree with Mikel Arteta. I don't think that Gabriel Jesus is going anywhere unless he himself wants to go, obviously. But I don't think that's the case. I think it's a case of Arsenal to just adding to it. I mean, that's the progress. Well, I don't know, progress or process that we've seen. Because as we've said it, Arsenal has done a tremendous job while utilizing let's say, core of 14, 15 players for the most part. Obviously, Gabriel Jesus has had a number of injuries as well that derailed this season a little bit because he was absolutely outstanding early on in the season as well, if you remember, until that first injury that he suffered. I think he probably understands that his role is a little bit different. He's learned that in Manchester City, thought that perhaps he could become the number 9, which we all thought that he was going to be when he came to Manchester City. Pep Guardiola wanted him to be that one, if I remember correctly, kind of envisioned him replacing Kun Agüero at the time, then pushed him out wide. I think same thing's kind of happening to him or will happen to him now, but you just add to that, right? Because if Arsenal don't win it for some reason this year, there'll be favorites next season as well. I think the Champions League is going to be looked at differently as well. I think they're going to be going for all the trophies because they would have matured, but they also know that in terms of true squad strength, it's not there yet. So I don't see how they will get rid of Gabriel Jesus. They just need to add another 2 or 3 players to it.
The other transfer rumour that I want to talk to you about, Rob, is Michael Olise. This has been mentioned in an article by James Ollie, our ESPN FC colleague, and potentially Manchester United linked for between 50 and 60 million. Now, they could have had him for about 15 million less than that due to the clause in the contract, but that has now increased. I watched that first half against West Ham when Olise played, when Eze played. They were just swashbuckling. He's one of the most talented young English talents. Could he be Old Trafford bound from what you're hearing?
He's certainly been on their radar and a player that they like and they've looked at. Again, though, the issue with Man United summer is going to be the finances and how tight they are. I think that Olise would probably improve any Premier League team, let alone Man United. The problem that Man United have got is that they've already got Rashford and Anthony. Greenwood is still on the books and Sancho is still on the books. They've got Garnacho as well. They're probably going to have to let a couple of those players go. And historically, United haven't been very good at selling players. They just haven't got the fees in that they've needed to be able to help them build the squad or improve it going forward. So, definitely a player that United have looked at and would like to sign. But it's their entire summer is going to be based on how they manage those tight finances. That I think it's far more important for them this summer that they get the right players out for the right transfer fees and then use that in the right way to bring in the right players. Time and time again, we've seen United just haven't been able to get rid of the players that they don't want. They haven't been able to bring in these fees, and it's stopped them signing the players that they actually do want. So, hopefully, if it is Erik ten Hag or a different manager, they can finally do that this summer with a better sporting structure, better people in the right positions to make that happen. And players like Olise will be able to come in and thrive in hopefully what would be a positive environment.